Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name's Yasmin, but my friends all call me Yazzie and you guys can too. Today I'm really excited because we are doing my April wrap up and I had a lot of really good reads this month. So I am very excited to tell you all what I read because like I said, they were all really good. I had a whole bunch of 5 stars and I also read one very anticipated new release, which I'm sure you guys can already guess. It was amazing. It was everything I needed and more. Very quickly, before we get started on the actual reading wrap up, I have a very important question for you guys. This wall makes me so sad every time I see it in my videos, and I really want to put something there to like make it a little bit more interesting because it's just a plain wall. It's really sad. So I don't know what to put there, maybe like a collage or something, but I have no idea. So if you guys have any fun ideas of what I can put up there, that would be really cool, and I would be really thankful for that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the wrap up. So I'm filming this on the 30th of April, so it's the last day of April. Tomorrow's May. So my current read is Games Untold by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm not that much through it, so it's definitely not part of my April wrap up, but I thought I would just tell you that. I'm only about 125 pages in, but yeah, this is what I'm reading for like my last few days of April, you know? So let's get into what I actually did read this month. The first book that I read this month was Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This was a reread for me because Fearless is coming out on April 8th and I wanted to like reread the series before it came out. I love this book so much. I gave it 5 stars. Like one of my absolute favorites. It's so good. But yeah, so basically this book follows Peyton Gray, who has no powers in a world full of everyone who has magical abilities. And those people who don't have powers, they're called ordinaries, and they're all killed. So Peyton learned to disguise herself as Elite. And one day when she's out doing her own thing, some guy is attacked. And then Peyton saves him. Now in doing so, she got herself nominated for the Purging Trials, which are trials for the elites to show off their magical abilities. Now, Peyton obviously doesn't have any magical abilities, so this is going to be very hard for her. But little does she know that that man she saved was none other than the Prince of Ilia, the Prince of their kingdom, Kai Azar. And throughout this book, the two of them are in the Purging Trials together, and you know, you can guess what happens from there. It's really sweet. It's really lovely. I love this book so much. This is a romantasy. It is amazing. I recommend it to everybody. It is amazing. The next book that I read was Reckless by Lauren Roberts. This is the second book in the Powerless trilogy. Again, this is part of my reread to prepare myself for Fearless, which is coming out later. I rated this book 4 stars. It is my least favorite in the Powerless trilogy. I think it's just because this book is much more romantic than it is fantasy, because it's all about building their relationship. But I feel like this book was kind of just a buff. Like me personally, I still really enjoyed it. Like I loved the dynamic and stuff between them. But I personally think that it was just a buffer between book 1 and book 3. Like the events that happened. And if you've read the series, you know what I mean. I won't say I didn't love it. I still love this. It's just my least favorite. And that's just what I think about it. Now, I'm sure you can all guess what my next read was. And that was Fearless by Lauren Roberts. The third and final book in the Powerless trilogy, except for the novella that we're getting. And yeah, so this is the last book in the trilogy. I obviously can't say anything about it without spoiling it, but I am telling you, it's so good. The writing is much better here, because Powerless is Lauren Roberts' debut novel, and you can really see her writing like get better throughout the 3 books. And in here, it is magnificent. Genuinely. I was so excited to read this book, and I'm so happy that it did not disappoint. This was 5 stars for me, of course, and I annotated all these books as I was rereading them. When I say annotate, I just mean tab, because I'm too scared to actually draw in my books, but I will one day. I will. It was so good. This put me in like a slump, but just for a bit, because I knew if I actually let myself get in a slump, I wouldn't get out of it for like months and months. This book, it will make you cry. It will make you feel every emotion there is to feel. And if you haven't already, go check out my Fearless reading blog. This book put me through some stuff. Let's just say that. The next book that I read was Tokyo Ever After by Emiko Jean. So it has basically always been just Izzy and her mum. and one day Izzy decides to try and look for, you know, who her dad was. She finds out that he is none other than the Crown Prince of Japan. So that literally makes Izzy a princess. So Izzy flies over to Japan to go meet her dad and the rest of the royal family, and over there she learns, you know, how to be a princess, what it takes from her to actually be a royal. And there is a romance element to it, which I really, really love, and it's really, really sweet and wholesome. It is a bodyguard romance, and it is literally like the sweetest thing. I feel like after Fearless, I just needed something really happy and like lightened to cheer me up a bit, because Fearless, if you know, you know, was not good. This like helped me after Fearless, you know, it made me happier. I rated this book 4 stars. It was really fun and I would definitely recommend. Very, very cute. The next book that I read, I don't know why I do this to myself, like genuinely. Ugh. The next book that I read was Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. It has been a month of heartbreak, I'd say. Anyways, this is a prequel to the Hunger Games series, and this one follows his Haymitch's Games, which, you know, everyone has always wanted. Like, I've always been very, very curious ever since I read the Hunger Games, like what actually went on in Haymitch's Games. So this book follows Haymitch Abernathy's game, and it really just reinstates how cruel the Hunger Games really are. Like, they're so twisted and just cruel, brutal things that the capital makes the districts do. You know, we see the backstory of Haymitch, you know, why he is the way he is with Katniss and Peter, and you know it's gonna be sad. You know it's gonna be sad. I rated this book 4 stars. I loved all the characters. I loved everything in this book. I don't know why. It's just my emotions didn't really make it a 5 star, I guess. I just don't get very, very easily attached to characters. That's just me. But Haymitch, you poor thing. Why do I do this to myself? I literally, like, I read Fearless and then a happy book, and then I read To Sunrise on the Reaping. Like, what? I don't know what I was thinking, but oh well. Next book that I read was Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. I rated this book 5 stars. It was really, really good. This is the second book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. So obviously I don't want to spoil this very much, but I generally think I like this one more than the first. The story was so, like, amazingly thought out, and I really like the pacing a lot more in this book compared to the first one. Pip's character growth is phenomenal. Like, genuinely amazing, this book. So good. I will forever love Holly Jackson. I will read absolutely anything that Holly Jackson writes, and I love it. If you have not yet read the series, go read it. Go read it. It's so good. What are you doing? The last and final book that I read in April was Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book in the Caraval trilogy. Obviously, again, I don't want to spoil anything for this, but I rated this book 4.5 stars. It was really, really good. Like, I love Caraval so much, and I love Stephanie Garber's writing style. It is amazing. I can see why some people don't like it, but me personally, I absolutely, like, I adore it. It is so creative and brilliantly thought out and written. I just think it's so good. And yeah, I've fallen in love with the world of Caraval and all the characters there. And the plot twists in this book, oh my gosh. In all the Caraval books, really, it's like, what? What just happened? What just happened, bro? But yeah, I really, really love this book, and I already have finale, so I am definitely reading that soon. It's amazing. I love this. I love the books. I love everything about it. But yeah, that is the last book that I read in April. But yeah, those are all of these 7 books that I read in February. Just a quick little recap. First, I read Powerless, then Reckless, then Fearless, Tokyo Ever After, Sunrise on the Reaping, Legendary, wait no, Good Girl Bad Blood, and then Legendary. And they were all really good. I loved all the books that I read this month. Not a single one of them was below 4 stars. So that's pretty good. That's a really good month of reading, I think. I'm very happy. And so yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!